What's happening?
Ma'am, now is it visible?
I don't know. Is it only me or what about the others? Are you all seeing only her computer screen? Hello?
Yeah, exactly. I'm also able to see her rhythm. Your only the folder or icons is there. 1, 3, 4, and 5. Right?
It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 3, 4, 5, but we can't see, like if you, it's not showing
Open.
it visually.
Yeah. So rhythm, you just close this folder and again open it and open the particular image only. Then share
Ma'am,
it.
actually, I've opened the image.
Okay.
Not
But
showing.
we can't able to see it, dear.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, you just re-share your screen or
What happened?
Ma'am, now?
Yeah, now finally. Yeah. Now we see a peacock. Yeah. Okay. But here, my goodness, there's so many textures. Let's see what you've done. It's full of textures only. Oh, okay. Hmm. All right. But what is this scruffy thing you've done on the side? All right. But you know, one thing you have to remember when you look at the peacock, look how with what refine each texture is so refined. Have you noticed? Go back to your painting. Go back, look at each thing. Look at the precision in every line. Like in the leaf, basically what you see is a texture, but actually they're all lines. But look at how beautifully each line is drawn and the precision. That's what you need to bring in.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Yeah, you have to bring in every texture that you do. Everything is done with such precision, so that quality. You have to bring in the quality of the painting, no, that the painter has used.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Who's coming in next? Who's coming in? कोई आ रहा है भाई? Hello? Who's coming in? What's going on?
anyone want to share your screen or ask something?
Has everybody finished?
No, I don't think so.
So where are they?
Devyam, are you there?
Mom, did you take my name?
Yeah.
Yes, mom, I'm here.
Okay, fine. So, anyone else want to ask something?
How many people haven't shown their work yet? You know, if you'll do this, I'll have to. Huh?
I didn't. I'll just show it in 1 minute. I actually got the brief a bit confused now. I'm doing it. Just give me 1 minute, I'll show.
Is anybody else left? Anybody else to go? Who else hasn't shown? Can you just tell me who hasn't shown? Who else hasn't shown? Come on. Oh God. Hello, who's missing? My God. Acha, Rhythm, have you shown your work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dave, what is this? Which Dave?
Yeah, I have shown.
Have you shown your work?
Yes, ma'am, I have shown.
Huh?
Yeah, ma'am, I showed my work.
Okay. Gandhi? Something Gandhi, that's all the name I have here. Gandhi?
Yes, ma'am, I've shown my work.
Kriti? Kriti?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have also shown.
Okay. Lippy?
Yes, ma'am. I've shown my work.
Nadeem? Nadeem?
Yes, ma'am. I've shown my work. My name is Sakina.
Okay, it's acha, but it's not, this is the problem. I'm only reading what I can see. Navya?
Yes, ma'am. I have shown.
Parmar? Which Parmar is this? See, I can't see the whole name here.
Sia Parmar.
Sia Parmar. Have you shown your work?
Ma'am, I am sharing the screen.
Acha. Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the painting.
Yes, ma'am.
Whose work is this?
Ma'am, Rabindranath Tagore.
Really? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Tiny pictures, but
Yeah. Ma'am, yeah.
see now here there are more textures. So maybe you should pick paintings where there are more textures visible. Like look at this portrait, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You should get all your textures from places like this. How he has played with color and lines, line on line. Huh? But you have to give it some concrete form. Like see, his is all encased in a face, so it has a form. So how do you give your lines that he's done, his hatching lines, some form, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There should be a method in your madness. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Show me, let's go back to see, there's so many textures here. See, it's not just mad. Everywhere he's etched the lines differently. Have you noticed? The hatching lines are all different in in all the paintings. Just have a closer look. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So will you focus on that then? It's more of actually exercise is about observation actually. You know?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
We look at the texture on the tree. There is a very specific way of using color, so that it looks like a tree, but it's not rough. It's actually trying to follow a contour. So as I said, no, there's method in what looks like madness. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. So I tried to do this.
I think you need to pay a little more. Do it. See, like he's done most of his work with a pen, and you use pencil. All those
Yes,
hatching
sir.
lines are all pen. So basically, you should have used a pen if you wanted to get that look, isn't it?
Yeah, ma'am. I'll do it with a pen. Yeah.
Okay. So look closely and don't just do. Also look at what medium they're using. All right.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So I'll see better stuff tomorrow. More real in terms of the painter.
Yes, sure, ma'am. Sure.
Okay. So who's
Thank
next?
you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, Akhil, I'll go next.
Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Yes, so I went for Japanese manga. So the older mangas were mainly black and white and made in ink. So I thought I'll do like the older one and also the contemporary one, which were done in watercolors. So for now, I've only done the ink to like the black and white one because like it was having like I was having a bit trouble with getting the hang of watercolors, but I'll do it. Like I've made some
Okay.
progress. So
Okay.
for now, I've done these two. Mostly it was like the use of lines and there wasn't any specific borders or anything.
Yeah, I like this hatching line. But see here, you could have just stuck to the texture and not gotten into form. But I like the previous page, which is more texture. See? Yeah. See, when you look at even that flat, the bottom left one, it's just form. It's just a texture. So that, like, if you were doing the circular one, if you just cut out the circle and just focus on the center, the way the circle is done, the
Yeah.
lines, the lines on the left are different, but when he's trying to do a circle, the lines are changing, right? Like what you've done on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it was workable, yeah.
Do you want to see the original ones?
Yeah. Let's see the original one.
These were some.
Yeah, there's so many lines. Look at this woman on the right with the mouth open. Look at the number of textures. See, in some, look at the circular things.
Yeah.
Look at the circular things and look at the inside of her mouth. Then look at the left. You know, the same one. There's so much texture here. The hair is a texture. Huh?
Yeah, okay.
And the clothes have got texture. There's so much texture everywhere. So you shouldn't have a problem.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The circle in the middle of the forehead has texture, hair is texture, the background, there's texture everywhere.
Yeah, I'll do more. I'll finish by today evening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's next? Who hasn't shown their work yet? Nikki, have you shown your work?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay. Manushi Desai?
Yes, ma'am, I have already shown you.
Mansi? Okay, there's Akhil. Now, Rhythm has shown her work. Manushi has shown her work.
Yes, ma'am.
Nikki Patel has shown her work. Okay, now I'm going backwards. Kanchan, oh, sorry. Kriti, have you shown your work? Kriti?
Yes, ma'am, I have already shown.
Okay. Then Akhil just showed, right? Rhythm has shown. Ankit, you've shown, right? Both the Ankits have shown?
Yes, ma'am.
There's Ankit Kumar, Ankit Sikdar. Then Divyam, have you shown?
Yes, ma'am.
Manushi?
Yes, ma'am.
So everybody is shown now? So why can't you say yes, we've all shown? Huh? Have you all shown now? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's discuss. If you're all done for the moment, that means we still have a lot of work to do. So do you want to continue this or you want to discuss possible stories or you'll do that tomorrow? Or you carry on with your textures just now? Or do you want to discuss any of the books or short stories that you would like to start looking at tomorrow as a group?
Ma'am, I had one question.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, as a group, when we are looking at some stories, do we have to like stick to one story and everybody is going to illustrate that same story, or it can be like the same genre?
No, you can, the way you use it, only the story remains the same. You can use references, everything would be your own. Only the story remains. Like supposing some publisher says, I have this wonderful short story, I want you to illustrate. You understand? So you don't have a choice with the story, but you do have a choice of how you want to illustrate it, what style you want to use, how you want to use it. So everything, there's freedom for everything else, but the story you all decide together. So just think of it, because when you're in the real world, you don't get to even choose your story. If the story is given to you, story or the book or whatever, somebody will come with a project and say, we've got this book, we want you to illustrate it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Everything else is individual. It's just that it'll be nice if you all can select the subject together, so you can have a discussion over it, fight over it, argue over it, whatever.
Okay, ma'am.
You all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Everything else is individual. Only the story remains the same. So I think it's nice to have a discussion, and so there are so many of you all. There are so many more people looking at options together. So you will find some options, somebody else. So we have a larger pool of interesting subject matter to work with. You know what I mean? If necessary. Because everybody has different ideas of books, so maybe you will get a bigger pool of things to select from. Okay? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to discuss, or would you start wanting to discuss, or do you want to continue with the textures? You all want to think about it and you want to discuss it in groups now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can do it. We'll be listening into what you're talking about. You don't mind us listening in, no? How will you do it? You'll do it on the phone? Hello? Hello? So how are you going to discuss it? Hey, where's everybody?
And with our groups personally.
Sorry?
We will
You'll discuss it
specifically
later personally, but okay, but as a general thing, are there any books that you have in mind, or you want to carry on with your textures just now?
and we can in our group there might be some ideas, so
Okay. So you want to start discussing it with each other?
why not?
Right now, what are you all planning to do? Are you planning to carry on with the textures? What's happened? Nobody has a voice or what?
Ma'am, yeah, we can finish our textures right now.
Your textures now. And meanwhile, you all can WhatsApp each other about possible ideas. And after this 5 o'clock, you can sit and do separate groups and discuss it. Can
Yes.
you do it? Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
carry on with your texture, and you can keep showing us while you're doing it. So in case you have any questions, okay? So I'm
Okay.
right here. So carry on with your textures, and I'll keep checking with you one after the other to see what more you've done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I had a question
Yeah.
for the second one. Like, are we restricted to stories, or can we do like poem songs, so all
No,
that?
it's written. No, have you read the mail Sangeeta ma'am has sent you?
Yes, ma'am.
It says you can do poems, short stories,
Okay.
folk tales,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Indian folk tales, whatever you like. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. Indian shorts. There can be short stories, books on poems. You decide. Huh? You
Okay.
just go through her mail again, and you'll see she's given the options there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So you carry on with your textures and keep whoever's. So I can keep at least checking one or two of them to see if you're on the right path. Okay. And there's another thing. When you select your story, we might have to rethink your reference point also. This is just exercise in learning to be observant. But and this is like a warm up exercise. But when you select your subject matter, you might change your artist. You understand? Something that's a style that fits in with the kind of work, kind of cover you're going to do. Do you all understand? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Is everybody listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you understand that once you select your subject, like what you're working with may not go with the subject. So then you might have to relook at your painter, something that works better with it. You know what I mean? All right. Hello, please, can you all unmute everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's like talking to a wall otherwise.
Ma'am, so the basic idea of this assignment is like we have to select like we have to make a cover for a book.
A jacket, yeah, a book jacket, a book cover. So, but you can decide whether you want it to be like a hardbound book with with a jacket which covers
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
not hardbound. You have a loose cover on top. Or if it's a paperback, then it's the paperback. Then it's not a jacket. It's just a paperback. You understood?
Yes, ma'am. So, and we have to design the jacket in
Yeah.
the style of the painter that we have chosen.
No, no. First you select the story, then you will have to select and see which painter fits in or which art form fits in.
Okay, ma'am.
Because if you're doing Bengal school and then the story is about Gujarat, then it might not work. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll have to read. This is just an exercise in observation, really. Because if you're going to work with painters, then you need to be also observant. No, if I am looking at one painter, I also need to know what I am looking at.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so basically every painter's signature is they paint differently. Every painter will have a different way of doing a brush stroke, a different way of holding a pen. Even if everyone is doing flat work, everybody's method of flat work is different. Everybody's the way if they're doing hatching lines, everybody does it differently. It depends on each one's sensibility. It depends on each one's hand. You understand?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
basically, this is all about being observant and being focused and really, knowing that just doing something, you can't do something very rough. Everything has a form or everything has a reason. So just concentrate and do it and keep showing me while you're doing it now. I'm here only. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Not going anywhere. It's right here. So
Yes.
anybody who's doing any, you can even do one or two and show. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So just to have a look, and please do it with precision. And if somebody is using the medium, please be careful about the medium you're using. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why is everyone sitting? When I'm talking to you, you must unmute so I can hear you guys next time. Okay? Hmm.
Anirudh, are you there?
I am there. I don't know where the rest are.
Ankit Kumar. Actually, is this for attendance? Yeah. Ankit, are you there? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ankit Siddharth.
Yes, ma'am.
Akhil.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anushka. Anushka absent. Okay. Rudra. Rudra, are you there? Okay. Or absent? Rudra. Absent. Arushi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Manushree.
Present, ma'am.
Divya.
Present, ma'am.
Kanishka.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Krina. Krina. Krina, are you there? No. Geetika.
Ma'am, Gitika had a network issue.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Okay. Kriti.
Present, ma'am.
Lippy.
Present, ma'am.
Mansi. Mansi. Absent. Sakina.
present, ma'am.
Okay. Navya.
Present, ma'am.
Rhythm.
Present, ma'am.
Astha.
Present, ma'am.
Sia.
Present, ma'am.
Nikki.
Present, ma'am.
Zeel. Absent. Anirudh है? नहीं. He's also absent. Rudra, Anirudh, Anushka, Gitika. Who? Rudra.
Rudra ma'am.
Okay, fine. Anirudh, Anushka, Gitika, Krina, and Mansi, and Zee. These are absent. Thank you, guys.
They're all there.
Some are missing.
Some are missing.
Yeah,
Where is
5
it?
or 6. 5. 5 is to returns.
So you've written, no?
Yeah, reason अभी mail करेंगे ये लोग.
कितने चले गए?
5.
Really? Which are those 5 ones? नाम क्या है उनके?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
tell you it.
Ma'am, it's Manush here. Can I share my screen?
Yeah. I think you should just put those names in the WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp, yeah, exactly.
I will send it to all of us. Yeah, that you
Yeah,
guys were missing up to this point. Yeah. Yeah.
So, ma'am, the painting of sunflowers. Then, so from that, for now, I did these 4 textures,
Okay. Good.
and there are many more.
Many more. So keep doing. No, aren't you enjoying it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, is Zeel there? Zeel? Hello? Hello? This is going to be very difficult if they don't react. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Zeel, that's you?
No, it's me, Manush.
Yoshi. Is Anirudh there? Anirudh?
No, ma'am, he's not in the meet.
Anushka? Is Anushka there? How do you make out when somebody is not there?
Ma'am, you can check the participants, like there's a tab at the bottom called participants.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Okay. So how do you know if nobody is there, if that little circle is there, is it?
No, right now you can see all of them who are present right now.
Okay. There's one, Akhil Raj is not there.
That's
Oh,
me.
Okay, now everybody is back, is it? Everybody seems to be visible. Yeah. Okay. Zeel never sort of answered, did she? Mansi did. Is Krina there? Krina sent a message, I think. Gitika? Where's Gitika?
Ma'am, she has network issues. She messaged.
She messaged. Suddenly everybody's got network issues in the last 1 hour. Huh?
From last semester, ma'am, actually.
Yeah. And so Anushka, we haven't seen yet, have we? Anushka hasn't come back. She's also got network issues. Hello. Where's Anushka, guys? Mansi,
Anushka is also.
Huh?
Anushka is also absent now in second half.
Absent, yeah. On the second half itself, she didn't. I think we'll have to take attendance before we start next time, no?
Yeah, sure. But we can't able to शुरू में लेने का कोई benefit नहीं है मैम. बीच में लेने से फायदा है. ये लोग क्या करते हैं ना, बीच में गायब हो जाते हैं. जैसे like in morning session, there are all present in morning. But then after half an hour or 1.5 hour, they just join the meeting only and they left the meeting. I am not taking the name particular student for the same, but
we'll take
it's an indication also for the same.
And we won't even give a fixed time for attendance.
Yeah. So it's I am just taking randomly the attendance while
Yes.
the class. So I'm not fixing any time for attendance. I'm taking randomly when I feel comfortable.
They're not even. It's not as if they're near the screen. No, they can't even hear.
Yeah, actually. So from last semester, they know all about the things like we learn online. So we work with our network speed or and Wi-Fi connectivity. So they all know about the same.
I don't know. The students always complain about connectivity. Nobody else does. I don't know why.
थोड़ा सा होता है कि कहीं नेटवर्क नहीं आते एरियाज में ना कुछ में तो इशू रहता है. But yeah, some areas
Yeah.
तो थोड़ा सा understandable है. But thing is कि
So tomorrow we'll have to send these guys a message. We put it on WhatsApp. They have not even seen it.
yeah, right now I am sending the mail also.
Yeah.
6 of them.
And CC to head of department also.
Yeah, sure.
Let them also know what's going on. No?
और
We
Sure.
won't be able to do much
कर
with a
सकते
course
हैं.
if this is the attitude.
Sad
Very
news
difficult.
ये है कि
Sure.
if you
Yeah,
do
I'm
not
yelling
get
and nobody's
ready,
answering. I think next time we'll need all the faces to come out.
It's 4 o'clock.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Okay. Am I mute or unmute? Huh. Tell me.
Can I share my screen?
Yes, please.
So these were
Anjali.
Sorry? Yes, sir.
Anjali Ella Menon.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
And this guy did.
Hmm. Okay, let's go back to the painting. Okay. Okay. Even the window becomes a texture, no?
Yeah, ma'am, I did that first. Actually, it's a bit.
Okay. So you can do it. You can do it more carefully now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask something that here, this arrow and this dot, I can't use it as a texture, right? It becomes a pattern if I.
But if you depends on how you use it. If you take a whole lot of them and make them very close together, then it'll become a texture.
I did only dot. Like, I'll show you. This one.
So if
the
you take
right-hand
this,
side.
right now it's a dot. If you bring them closer, what happens?
Okay.
When you put them closer, you can
if
see the dot. No, then it starts looking like a texture.
okay, yes, ma'am.
Got it? You can do that even with the heart and the arrow. If you paint them really close, no? Then they'll start looking like texture. You won't be able to make out it's a pattern.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it?
And yes, ma'am. And one more thing, like here, you can see two black lines.
Where?
I'm pointing my cursor right now.
Yeah, you can make more of those. If you have a whole lot of those black lines, then it'll become a texture. Multiple black lines.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Ah.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to use what you see and multiply to make it look like a texture. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.